Good morning. I made it finally. And I've got a little bit of a balance issue here. I need to shove something underneath here. I guess I'll use my water bottle to get it to be flat. Okay, so I finally made it. And I totally get the irony here, people, that this Facebook Live is about making time. And I was about 6 minutes late getting started. But I have a really good reason. Reason being that I wanted to do them all at the same time every day. So I wanted to pick 9 o'clock. My son starts preschool at 9 o'clock, and that's about 12 minutes away. And so I figured that I'll drop him off and I'll just start it on my car, or start it in my car on my phone. But then yesterday I decided to record the meditation we did at the end on my phone. So I didn't want to be on my phone, and I decided I would just go with it. And then, of course, I got home and I could not find the phone, which I did just set right here on the table next to me. So I've got the phone. I'm totally ready to go. I'm in a pretty relaxed out space, despite the fact I just ran around all over the place. So we are going today to talk about time. I am looking for a little sheet that I wanted to use on some notes that I wanted to talk to you about specifically. Let me just pull that out here. Today we're going to talk about time, and I'm going to talk about it in terms of making time for meditation, but I also want to talk about it in terms of just making time in general. I think I forgot to introduce myself. My name's Rachel, in case you have not yet joined one of my lives or known me before. Where is that sheet? I cannot find it. I hate it when I can't find stuff. So anyway, we're going to talk about time, and that is one of my favorite things to talk about because I am a huge believer that you can make time for whatever you want to make time for. If it's enough of a priority for you, you are going to make the time to do it. And that is especially true about meditation. And you all know that I talked about my story yesterday about how I started meditation and was told to do this meditation. And I just said, I don't have time. I fall asleep. I'm tired. I got a whole bunch of kids. They aren't quiet for me ever to do it. I fall asleep when I do it. I had all these excuses about why I could not meditate. And they all related to a time issue, really. And so, boy, this is really distracting, not being able to find this piece of paper I'm looking for. So the thing is that, first of all, meditation does not need to take up a bunch of time. If anybody's meditated, or you think about meditation, you get this picture of this like person sitting in their meditative state in quiet silence for hours on end, or you think about these monks that meditate and all that. That's just like the wrong picture. And later on this week, we are going to get into what exactly what you quote need to do in order to meditate. And I will tell you that it's pretty much nothing that you have to do. So you got a few people on here today. We see Mary Lou. I see Diane. I see Crystal. Hello, everybody. Thanks for hopping on here this morning. Today we're talking about time and making time for meditation, which it's going to flow into just making time for other things that that you need to do, that you can do to take care of yourself as a mom. So meditation, how much time do you need? Yesterday, if you joined the live or you listened to it, or you looked in your email and you got the meditation that we did at the end of the live yesterday, it was 3 minutes long. Meditation does not require a lot of time. So first of all, throw that whole idea that you need to sit in that quiet meditative state for some long period of time, throw that out the window, because the fact is it just really does not take that much time. Okay. I am willing to bet that every single one of you has got 5 minutes in their day that they can stop and take a break for themselves. So throw that whole idea that it's got to take a whole bunch of time out the window. You can do it 3, 5, 10, 15, 20. You can do it for 2 hours. Oh, wouldn't that be the life if you could just sit for 2 hours and do some meditation? But it really takes very little time. Now, is there more benefit to doing it longer, more often than just once a day for 5 minutes? I guess maybe. My thought and feeling on it is that you're going to get more out of it if you do a few short spurts of it throughout the day versus 1 hour long meditation before you actually get out of bed in the morning. If you are trying to like cram in an hour before you get up in the morning and that's all you can fit in all day, I don't see the benefit as great. It's a good benefit. I don't see the benefit as great as if you're going to try to do it maybe 3 times throughout the day for like 3 minutes a piece, because you're kind of, again, breaking up that positive stuff that you're putting into your body. Now, yesterday we talked about the benefits, calming, start your morning out right, helps you sleep a little better. kind of just helps keep you grounded. And so you stay a little bit more centered in your thoughts. You're able to focus a little bit better. Wouldn't it be cool to be able to do those things all day long instead of, just that one time in the morning? So I challenge you to find, quote, time to fit in that meditation, because you're really going to benefit from having that thought. Now, I had a situation, almost probably about a month ago, I posted about it, about how I was working really hard on a project at my office. I was doing the bookkeeping, and it's not something I enjoy. So I let it go for too long, and it was a mess, and it took me forever. And I got too focused on the end result of getting that job done that I didn't take a break. I forgot to eat. I did kind of feed my kids. I think we were at the gym. I think I told them to warm up their own food. And I didn't eat. I didn't take a break. I just went hard. And it turned out that when I finally did take the break a little bit later on, once we got home, because even during our drive home, I was still focusing on, what were those numbers? Why won't those work out? Why is it just this much off? Like, was there something I'm forgetting? I was still thinking and pounding about that I did not yet take that breath. I did not take that quickie. So finally we got home, I got the kids to bed, and I finally thought, I cannot even look at this stuff anymore. I'm just going to take a break. And I took that 5-minute break. I did a quick 5 little guided meditation, not even related to what I was working on. And when I got out of the meditation, guys, I figured it out in like 2 seconds. I had taken a check that was written for 100 and I put it in for 700. And due to some other issues in the books, why there were some other little numbers off here and there that I knew about, it wasn't just off by 600, it was off by some strange amount. And I figured it out. And it was all because I was taking that moment of peace and getting centered and grounded. And it helped out so, so much. I talked to my kids about taking those moments out, those breaths out during their school day, during their gymnastics practice, all those times, in order to get grounded so they can feel like they are centered in what they are doing. And then they can focus a little bit better. Let me turn the volume or the notification off here on my phone. So any time that you can take during the day to take that quiet breath is going to be amazing for you. The very least, I would love, love, love to see you make time for yourself in the morning before you even get out of bed, 5 minutes in the morning. So how does this look for me? I set my alarm for whatever time I'm planning to get up, and I always leave 15 minutes for meditation before I get out of bed. I used to get up and make my pre-workout meal before I got out of bed. And I just, as the winter's gone on and it's got colder, I'm just not feeling that. And I'm a big believer in doing what you feel. So I started just laying in bed for 15 minutes. And I would meditate. And like I said, I showed you yesterday that you can get meditations anywhere, guys. You can go on YouTube and find some. You can get some on Amazon. Search for whatever it is that you're needing. Lately, I've been searching for meditations about confidence. And I did a kind of a meditative hypnosis about confidence this morning. 15 minutes long. I get to lay in bed. I get to just relax. I get to soak in the day. I get my thoughts about me, and then I get up. And on Friday, I'm going to go into a little bit more about like my whole morning ritual to start my day, because I think that the way you start your day is so, so, so important. And so, we're going to talk about that a little bit more on Friday. So I'm not going to go into the rest of my morning right now. I just want to talk about the meditation part. But then, guys, I've done the meditation. I start out my morning feeling clear. I feel like I've started my morning on a positive note, rather than that, oh, I got to get up. I hate getting up. Why does the alarm have to go off so early? Like that whole miserable thing. Oh, I've got all these things to do today and there's not enough time to do it. And I don't want to do this. And all that negativity, I'm starting it on a positive note with a positive sort of thought. So if something that you've been dealing with lately is overeating, maybe you want to find a meditation that deals with overeating, a hypnosis meditation about overeating. And you start your day with that, because then you're starting your day with those thoughts instead of that negative stuff that just drags you down in your whole morning. There are meditations for everything, guys. I just can't even tell you. So that is what I would suggest for fitting it in. Now, if you're like thinking, oh my gosh, I'll fall asleep, then you take your phone alarm and you set it for 15 minutes after your first alarm. That's what I do. Rarely ever do I fall asleep anymore, but I can tell you that wasn't always the case. And then when you, if you're going to do the meditation later in the day, or you want to do it more than just that one time in the morning, find a 5-minute time, whether it's during your lunch hour, whether it's when you put your kid down for a nap, whether it's when you're nursing the baby. That's what I used to do so often, was the nursing breastfeeding mom, or the nursing meditative mom. Maybe, you just go into the bathroom and you sit in the stall and you meditate. There is, and I mean, I always have headphones with me. They're way over there on the table. I'm going to go grab them here, but I have headphones with me everywhere. So like when the moment strikes and you feel like you want to meditate, you pop in your headphones and you can meditate. I wouldn't suggest doing it while driving, like I mentioned yesterday, even though that's a time when most of us have a little bit of free thought time. Throw it in anywhere. And then the third time that I think is a really good beneficial time is right before you go to bed at night. Again, put it on, and you can listen to it as you fall asleep. I can share some links of those with you as well. They're on YouTube. Go to YouTube and search sleeping meditation and you can find one. And so those things are going to help you to really get in tune with yourself before you go to sleep, and send you into sleep mode with positive thoughts. Now, if you look at this, let's say you meditate 3 times a day for 5 minutes, guys, that's 15 minutes of your life. And again, I'm going to say there's 24 hours in a day. Let's say you're sleeping for 8. Out of 16 hours, you're going to meditate for 15 minutes of it. And the benefits you're going to get from it, like I talked about yesterday, are going to be so, so, so worth it. Now, are there days that I don't meditate? There are. Every once in a while, I, get up and like realize after my alarm goes off, like, oh my gosh, I need to, this morning, I did still meditate this morning, but I remember that my daughters were getting picked up 15 minutes earlier. So I was like, oh shoot, I got to get them up earlier, which means I need to start everything earlier. And so I need to hurry. But there's just mornings where things like that happen. Maybe before you go to sleep at night, you just really want to watch Grey's Anatomy and you fall asleep watching Grey's Anatomy. You're not going to do it every day. And I don't want you to beat yourself up when you're not doing it, but it's really a time for you to get into yourself, get into your present state, and get into feeling back where you need to be feeling, instead of getting caught up in all that negative environment outside of yourself, all of the crap that happened during the day, or the things that you're worried about happening later on, or the issue that you had with your kid before you went to bed last night. You're letting go of all of that and finding your inside, finding your internal self. And again, like I mentioned, there are so many guided meditations that you can do that are going to help you on the path to wherever it is that you're going with, whatever it is that you're struggling with. Talking about just the time issue in general, I've already talked about how meditation is like such a quickie thing that you need like 5 minutes is really all you need to get yourself centered. Anything worth doing, like meditation or exercise or journaling or eating healthy, spending time with your kids, reading a good book, all of those things, if they're worth doing, you can make them a priority. And we all have examples of things in our life that we've had on the to-do list every single day. I have certain like books that I want to read that I just don't, I don't get to. And the reason I haven't gotten to them is because I haven't made them a priority. So like over Christmas, I had a little bit more free time on the weekends. And I was like, I'm making it a priority to read 100 pages in this book this weekend. Or maybe, you're at your house, you're like, oh my gosh, this playroom, this is a situation in our house right now. The playroom is a freaking disaster. And then all we did after Christmas was pile like more crap on top of it. And I walk by there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't even shut the door anymore. The idea of the playroom was that it was a space that we could put the kids' crap and we could shut the door on it. Well, now I can't close the door. And so I got to do the playroom. I got to do the playroom, but it's just not a priority for me right now. I've got other priorities. I'm doing this challenge this week. That's a priority for me. Getting my kids back in the swing of homeschooling and getting back in the regular practice schedule. We have our home gymnastics meet this weekend. So we're preparing for that. Like the playroom's just not a priority for me. Next week, it might be, and then it's going to be something that I put at the top of my list. And so I really encourage you moms to think about the things in your life that you're saying that you want to do, that are going to make you feel better, going to make you happy or make you a better mom, but you're just putting on the back burner because you haven't made it a priority yet. And I promise you, if on your calendar, every day at the top of it, you put meditate, you're going to make it a priority and you're going to do it and you're going to see the results, and then you're going to make it a habit and you're going to keep doing it. The same thing holds true with exercise. If you make it a priority, something that you absolutely fit in, that you don't cancel, that you change your mindset that it's a priority, it's going to happen. And again, it'll become a habit, and then you'll just do it no matter what happens. There are so many things in our life that we just put on the back burner because for whatever reason, we haven't given them that priority status. So, take a shower, for example. Most of us consider taking a shower every day a priority. Okay. Up until we had our first baby, we made it a priority and we did it every day, it was kind of like a no-brainer. Of course I'm going to shower. Well, you become a new mom and all of a sudden taking the shower maybe isn't your highest priority anymore. And I honestly don't know if I remember a time like that. I think it was always something that no matter what, by the end of the day, I had a shower. But all of a sudden you have other things that are coming in front of the shower. It's feeding the baby. It's putting the baby down for a nap. It's changing the baby's diapers. It's cleaning up the spit up. It's, all these other things come before the shower. And some days it doesn't happen. But what happens when you start making the shower top of the list again? That's going to happen not before the baby gets fed, but is it really that important to make sure that the baby's clothes get washed every day or whatever the case? I remember when I had a new baby, I washed the baby clothes by themselves in whatever that baby detergent was. And that lasted through like kid number 3. And after that, I was like, what the heck? The kid's like laying on me and I don't wash my clothes in Dreft. That was the name of it. Why do they need this special washing? So you kind of realize that some of those things that you're making a priority aren't quite so important. And there's other things in your life that really are more important that you need to make a priority. And the thing is I'm a believer that you can fit in the things in your life that you want to fit in. So if it's a priority to watch the baby's clothes in Dreft and feed the baby and have your house picked up spotless and all these things, you can fit all of those things in. But as soon as having the house clean isn't so much a priority anymore, like what happened at our house, you don't really fit it in anymore and it doesn't matter. So I really encourage you to take a look at the things that you're doing for yourself, or the things that you want to do for yourself that you have not given priority status anymore, and ask yourself why. Because the better we feel about ourselves, the better we're going to be for our kids, for our families, our spouses, at our jobs, everywhere. We're going to be kinder to the people at the grocery store and everything when we're feeling better about ourselves. So really take a look today at those things that you are or are not making a priority. So just before I forget, your affirmation, and this will go out in your email as well, is I make myself a priority because I am worth it today and every day. I'll repeat that. I make myself a priority because I am worth it today and every day. And I want you to write that at the top page of your journal. And I want you to really think and feel it. Like, I am worth it. I am worth being a priority in my life. I am worth telling my kids, you know what? Mom needs 5 minutes to meditate, and that's okay. I need 15, 20 minutes to work out today, and that's okay, kids. I can do that because I'm a priority and because I am worth it. And then your actual journal prompt is going to be, where can I create time for myself and how can I make meditation a priority? And again, you'll get those in your email, but I really want you to sit down and think about, where can I make time for myself? Like, where am I sitting and scrolling through Facebook, doing this on the phone, when instead I could take that very same phone, I could scroll through YouTube and I could find a meditation that I can do in that 5 minutes. And that 5-minute meditation is going to serve me a lot better than scrolling through Facebook and feeling crappy about all the stuff that people are posting on there. Okay. So where can you make that time? And then think about okay, so what is this going to look like? If I decide I'm going to make time for meditation every morning before I get out of bed in the morning, what is that going to look like? Okay. It's going to look like me setting my alarm for whatever time that needs to be. And I know on my phone alarm and everybody's phone alarm, you can go through and you can actually request, tell it what you want to have playing. Have your alarm be something meditative and wonderful and amazing that you want to listen to when you wake up in the morning. I got a new phone once, this was a few years ago, and I set the alarm the first morning and I got woken up by something screaming, wake up at me. And it was the worst feeling. It was a Saturday morning, I remember, and it ruined my day because that's what I started my day with. I immediately deleted whatever that was and started with something different. But make sure that you've got that set up. What does it look like? What is the meditation going to be? Don't decide when you get up in the morning, you're going to scroll through and find the meditation. Have that figured out so that you're ready to go and you're ready to do that meditation in the morning. And then decide that as soon as that meditation is done, that you're going to get up and that you are going to, finish the rest of your morning. And like I mentioned, a little earlier, on Friday, I'm going to talk a little bit more about kind of what my morning looks like to fit the meditation in and all the mindset things that I do for myself in order to get my day started right. So I'll go into that a little bit more on Friday morning when I do we have our live on that morning. So big lesson for today is make yourself a priority, make meditation a priority. You are totally worth 5 minutes for meditation and more. Your affirmation again is, I make myself a priority because I am worth it today and every day. And then your journal prompt is going to be, where can I create time for myself and how can I make meditation a priority? So what is that going to look like in your morning life? Let me know down in the comments any thoughts, feelings you had about this. I would love to see your commitment level on a scale of 1 to 10. on how committed you are to actually trying the meditation every morning before you get out of the bed, or in the afternoon during your lunch hour, or at night before you go to bed, or all three. That would be absolutely amazing and awesome. And then I think that's all I have for today. So let's kind of finish with a little grounding meditation here before we head off for the day. If you do want to dig into this a little bit deeper and go a little bit further into how this can help serve you and help you dig deeper into making yourself a priority and fitting health and fitness into your life, and just creating an environment in your life where you're making it work. I see you've got a comment, Kara. Hey, Kara, this is amazing. Thank you. If you want to see where working together can take you in furthering your meditation practice, your mindset practice, your self-care practice, and carrying that into losing weight, getting healthy, eating healthy, all those kinds of things, shoot me a private message and let's chat about what it would be like for us to work together on an even deeper level to bring that to help you make yourself a priority, to help you figure out where you've got the time, to help you fit health and fitness and all that stuff into your day every day, so that you can be the most amazing version of you. So shoot me that private message if you're interested in doing something like that, and then we can set up a time to actually chat on the phone and find out what your goals are, and see how we can maybe work together a little bit longer. So before we go, let's just do a little quickie meditation. I'm going to record this again so that I can send this out in your email. Again, the whole reason why I was late this morning. So let me get my recording open here. Again, this is going to be a very simple little meditation. I'm just going to kind of guide you into getting yourself grounded. And it's going to, not grounded like you're in trouble, but grounded into your space. And so what I want you to do, if you can, is get in a comfortable position. I tend to meditate while I'm laying down in the mornings, and then during the daytime, I'll sit up and do it. But I want you to get where you're in a straight position so that you're really not all balled up and your energy is just going to get stuck. So I want you to get in like a straight up and down position. So if you're sitting, put your feet on the floor, straight spine, your head's nice and lifted. And we're going to start just by closing our eyes. And I want you to just rest your hands down kind of on your knees or in a comfortable position. Again, no specifics about how you need to sit. You don't need to sit on a pillow or have like your fingers in a certain position, but just sitting, but yet being relaxed and getting into your space. So I'm going to hit the record button on here. Oops. And here we go. As we get started, I want you to close your eyes, and we're going to take those nice deep cleansing breaths. We're going to inhale and exhale out all the negative thoughts and exhaustion and frazzleness. And we're going to inhale again. And exhale, dropping those shoulders, feeling the relaxation move throughout your body. Inhale again. And exhale. One more time, I want you to take those shoulders as you inhale, and I want you to shrug them up as close to your ears as you can get them. And then on the exhale, I want you just to relax and release them down, letting your hands drop down to a very relaxed state. Just going back to normal breathing. I want you to imagine that golden ball of light up above your head. And it is showering over your whole body now, a beautiful golden relaxing light. And as we relax, I want you to think about each one of your body parts as we scan throughout your body. Just going to start at the top of your head, relaxing down to those earlobes. Relax those earlobes. If you really think about it, you can relax them. Now moving into all your facial muscles, just relax and let your jaw drop slightly. Going back to the shoulders, relax them just a little bit more. Don't forget to keep breathing. Sometimes we want to hold our breath. Relax those arms, let them fall wherever they fall. Relaxing all the way down to the tips of the fingers. You're now moving throughout your torso, starting up at your shoulders again. Moving all the way down, seeing that golden light raining down over your body as it's relaxing these parts. You can feel all the muscles in your stomach relaxing, your digestion, all the way down through your reproductive organs. And now your glutes, your buttocks, down into your hips, all relaxing, seeing that golden light shining down. And now relax those muscles in your legs. Just letting go of all of the thoughts in your mind, letting go of the tension in your body, feeling the chair beneath you as you relax those legs all the way down into your toes, feeling completely relaxed. And as you get into this relaxed state, imagine yourself taking time for yourself, taking time for this meditation, taking a little extra time for yourself in the morning while you get dressed, taking a look in the mirror, smiling at yourself and saying, I'm awesome. I'm making time for myself. I deserve it. Imagine yourself moving throughout your day with that feeling of confidence because you're making yourself a priority. Moving yourself through into the nighttime, and you once again fall into bed, and how relaxed you are as it is time to hit the pillow to go to sleep. Take one more deep breath in and exhale, and open your eyes to the room. And that's all there is to it. I'm going to hit stop on our recording here. All right, guys, that was 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Ooh, I thought it didn't record. Okay, so I'm going to send that recording off to you if you are getting the emails. And again, think about making yourself a priority today and use those journal entries to really see where you can find the time for meditation, and again, for anything that you need to do. So shoot me a personal message if you want to see about working together. And I cannot wait to chat with you tomorrow and see what you guys think about your meditation today. So have an awesome day. Bye-bye.